Art folks, the people who make it happen.
I think sculpture in general is a very powerful call to violence, and you know, it's a very controlled violence, and it's a very creative violence, but it does require a tremendous exertion, physical exertion. It's not like writing, for example, or reading, or maybe even painting, where it's a much more contemplative, much more reflective approach to creation. It's not really an attack against the stone as it is as much an exertion of your own energies. I couldn't be a sculptor without a piece of stone or without a piece of wood. And a piece of stone couldn't be a sculpture without me, without the intervention of the human hand. Then I came to Cleveland and really began to work with stone, and I developed an architectural stone company that was called Calicchia Stone Industries, and we did a lot of architectural stone projects, like Tower City, for example, all the fountains, and the Ritz-Carlton Hotel, the RTA station. Fountains, all kinds of unusual items, you know, in Saudi Arabia, and Italy, and Germany, and this country. But I don't call them my sculptures. My sculptures are what you see here in my gallery. Each of these pieces involves hundreds of hours of work. And so in a very intimate way, you get to know them so well. But you fall in love with them, you know, as you do with friends or children, or, you know. So some of them, I think, are more striking. I love this piece back here. I think it seems to portray that element of togetherness and strength and the binding of two people.
This is four individuals very close together, communing. And it just spoke to me on a very deep, kind of a gut level, but also at a spiritual level. So I was obsessed with having this from the get-go, from the minute I saw it, and I have never bought a piece of sculpture before. I've been out of town a lot, Santa Fe and New York and San Francisco and out of the country, and I've seen many sculptures that I think are truly great, but I have not seen the likes of this in Cleveland.
A lot of the old sculptors and artists, you know, and have always talked about in Egyptian times, Greek times, how the earth, all the things that they worked with, were really in some form or other ancestral bones or things that were thrown at us from heaven, from the gods. And the best way to bring back men's hearts and men's souls, even more so, back to heaven was through these stones.
I love art very much. Since I went to high school and I went to college, really, I always love art. And it's more spiritual. It's a spiritual thing. It's like you're talking to a stone, even if it doesn't say nothing, but something inside of you. This is, if you really look, you know, up closely, and even for far, it's something like you never seen before, something very unique. But at the same time, it's like calling you.
Sculpture is our soul. You know, as human beings, we would be nothing without our spirit, our soul, that inexplainable element of existence. It brings a light to us. It connects us to the past and the future. And it should be around us always. Like love. We would shrivel without being loved or without being touched. And sculpture touches us, art touches us, and we need it. It's part of our blood.
To love Giancarlo, that's what Giancarlo Calicchia is all about. He's got to capture you. If he captures you, that's it. You're done.